Welcome to the Ribbon Retreat channel. I'm Shirley, and in this video I'm going to show you a way to ruffle fabric for any project. And right now I'm working on a ruffled crib skirt tutorial, so I thought I might as well do a video tutorial on making these beautiful ruffles. In a lot of tutorials that require ruffles, it will tell you how much fabric or ribbon you need to get the required amount. So I have cut out and hemmed my fabric already, and now it's ready to be ruffled. This beautiful fabric is from the Kensington line for Riley Blake, and it's available at the Ribbon Retreat. And now let's get ruffling. Okay, so you're going to want to get your sewing machine out, and then you're going to want to get your stitch to the longest length, and this sometimes they'll call it a basting stitch. So the longest length you can. And when you start, make sure that you do not back stitch at the beginning or at the end. Okay, and then you have your basting stitch, or they might call it a gathering stitch. Now take your fabric and your thread, and you're going to take the top thread and hold it tight, and then push the fabric to start creating ruffles. And then just keep pushing the fabric down. Now I have a specific length that I need my ruffle to be, so I'm going to push the fabric together until I get to that length. Now since I left the other side loose as well, this is a fun tip that I learned with this project, is so you can take a pin and put it in at the very end, and then take your thread and just wrap it around your pin like so, and that will hold the thread tight so you don't lose that ruffle there at the beginning or at the end. So since I have such a long ruffle, I decided to ruffle from both sides. This can be pretty time consuming if you have a really long ruffle you need to do, but for the most part it's really easy. And I always go through and just make sure that it's the length, if it's close to the length that I'm needing. So I made it a little bit too short. I don't know if you can tell. So I'm just going to pull it out a little bit. And that's perfect. So I'm going to take a pin again and put it through the end. And then just wrap the string, the thread, around it. So it will hold. And then now I'm just gonna go through and just make sure the ruffle is all even throughout the fabric. And one more time, just make sure that it's the length I need. And then now, to make sure that the ruffle stays gathered where I want it to, I'm going to do a stitch to hold it in place. Now you can stitch the ruffle right to your project, or because my project takes so many ruffles, I'm going to do this stitch to so it holds the ruffles in place first. Now if you're going to be, when you're doing this and you're sewing it to your project, make sure that you change your length back to a shorter length. I generally like to do a little bit shorter of a length so it holds all of my new little gathers. Now you have a beautiful ruffle for any project. And here are just a few of the tutorials at the Ribbon Retreat that have really cute ruffles. And you can see the links to them in the video description. Happy ruffling!